Hey everyone, I'm Danny and welcome to Muggle Magic. Today we're going to be making a Hogwarts diploma or degree or, graduation certificate, whatever you want to call it. This one that I created is based around Hermione, so it has Hermione's name on it, it has the year she graduated, but I'm also going to provide a version to you that does not have a name, so you could edit it to put your name in or write your name in after you print it. And then I also have the editable Photoshop files on Patreon, so if you want to edit any of the text on here or anything or whatever, you have that there on Patreon if you need it. Fun fact about me, I do have a high school diploma, of course, but I did not finish college. I went for a year in San Diego at the Art Institute, and I studied graphic design there for about a year. I had already been doing a whole bunch of graphic design before that. I've been using Photoshop since like 2002 or something, 2001. But anyways, yeah, I went there for a year, and then I moved back here because I kind of like moved there and didn't know anybody, and it was weird, and I don't know, it was strange, so I moved back with the intent of going back to school and finishing my degree, but then I started getting graphic design jobs, and I started working for a local newspaper doing graphic design, designing advertisements and stuff, so I just didn't go back right away, and now here I am, and I've still got a good graphic design / web design job, which I work full-time on top of this YouTube stuff, so yeah, I just haven't really gone back. I kind of still want to go back and get my degree in graphic design just to have it, but I don't know if it's really necessary, and I'm not sure if I want to spend the money to go back and get a degree when I am already working in my field and doing pretty well. Anyways, you can go ahead and check out the description box below for a list of supplies you're going to need to make this DIY, as well as the free downloadable templates, and let's get started. So first of all, you need to download and print the templates. This is the Hermione Granger template, but like I said, I'm going to have one that does not have a name here, so you can either pull this into Photoshop or GIMP and put your name in here, or you could write your name in with a pen or something after you print it out. And I also have an editable PDF available on Patreon. So the first thing we want to do is trim off all the white space from around the edges. And I've found that the best way to do this is with a ruler and X-Acto knife, because you get the best straight, cuts on here. It looks much better than if you use scissors. But if you do have like a paper cutter, that will work just as well. Okay, easy enough. The border is trimmed off. Now, it is worth mentioning that this was printed on regular paper. You could print it on cardstock if you want, and this is actually a single-sided sheet of paper. However, I do have a blank side that you can print, like a second side where it would just print this blank pattern or background texture on this side, just in case you wanted to maybe roll this up like a scroll or something. But yeah, usually people are probably going to want to frame this, which is probably what I'm going to do. So yeah, I just printed mine single-sided, because what's the point of wasting the ink if you're just going to put it in a frame anyways? So now we just have one more thing to do to make this look a little more official and a little more cool, and that is we're going to put a little wax seal right here. And I do have a few different ideas for this wax seal. Use your house colors. So for instance, if you are Slytherin, you could maybe do a green wax seal and then a silver ribbon. But if you were Gryffindor, you could do like a red wax seal and a yellow ribbon or something, So basically you're just using your house colors. And then the stamp, the wax seal that you use, I'm just going to use this Hogwarts one. But if you're using your house colors, you could use your actual house stamp, which you can get a hold of. So I'm just going to use the regular Hogwarts stamp. And I'm going to use just gold wax and then a red ribbon. Just generic, basically, kind of. But yeah, you could do this in your house color if you wanted to. So basically, we're just going to take some ribbon here, and then I'm going to cut it right in half like this, stack them on top of each other like this, and when we cut it, we can fold the ribbon in half. So I have 2 pieces of ribbon stacked on top of each other and folded in half right here. And then however long you want it to be, you can just take your scissors and make a cut in the ribbon, kind of like a diagonal cut like that. And then as you can see, it kind of gives it this little forked look to it right here. And this is going to go right there. And then we're going to put the wax right on top of it right here to seal it onto our diploma. Okay, so before we put the wax seal on here, we want to make sure that these ribbons stay. So basically, I'm gonna just put a little bit of hot glue on here and make sure that the ribbons are actually connected to the paper, because I don't think the wax seal is quite enough to keep the ribbons connected properly. So yeah, this is what we're gonna do. There we go. All right, so now my hot glue has connected the ribbons to the diploma. And now it's time to get into the wax seal. So I've just gotten this thing, and I actually ordered this off of Wish, and this is supposed to help me with adding a wax seal to anything, an envelope or a piece of paper or whatever I want to do. So I'm just going to use a tea light, and this is supposed to fit over the tea light like that. And then I can take some of my silver wax, and I can maybe add 1 or 2 of these. Okay, let's do 3 of these to my spoon. And then if I put the spoon right here, I should just wait for the candle to melt the wax, and then I should be able to just pour it right on here and stamp it. Okay, so if my tea light had a bigger flame than this tiny little flame right here, this might have worked. But it's not really working, so I'm just going to use this. I need a better tea light, something that's going to have more of a larger flame on it, I think. Okay, so now my wax is completely melted, and I'm just going to pour it right here onto this spot like this, and then I'm going to add my wax stamp right there. Now I'm going to try and lift this up, and I did have people replying to my quick spell letter DIY that it might be a good idea to add some oil or something, just a very small amount of oil to the metal stamp before actually pressing it on. I totally forgot and didn't do it in this one, so I'm hoping that it doesn't like stick to my actual design. And I think if I do it carefully enough, I will be able to raise this Hogwarts seal without destroying the design. Yep, there we go. I got it. Awesome. Okay, so when all is said and done, this is what your Hogwarts diploma should look like. Only the wax seal here might be a different color if you're using like your house colors and stuff. But I think this looks pretty good. And I've got Minerva McGonagall's signature in here. And then this signature above here, I'm not sure who that is. I put it in as a trustee, but this is actually a signature from Dumbledore's will. So I'm not sure whose signature that is. And then, yeah, we've got Hermione Granger because, you know, Hermione out of the trio is the only one who actually went back and finished and got their degree. Ron and Harry did not go back to Hogwarts to get their degree. It was just Hermione, and this was said by J.K. Rowling herself. But yeah, there we go. A pretty official looking Hogwarts diploma. And you can just, you know, frame this or do whatever you want with it. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm very happy with this. The actual Hogwarts seal over here on this side, I designed myself. Basically pretty original, except for obviously the Hogwarts crest in the center, but everything else I designed myself for that. And I think it looked pretty official. It looked like something that would be on a diploma. Anyways, yeah, I really hoped you liked this one. If you'd like a chance at winning the Hogwarts diploma that I made in this video, I'm actually going to be customizing it for you. So if you are the winner, I'll put your name on it, and I will also put in whatever year or date that you want me to put in that you graduated, and that's what I'll be sending you. The giveaway link is in the description box below. Down there you're also going to find a 45K giveaway for a Gilderoy Lockhart pop figure, framed photograph, and Gilderoy Lockhart's quiz for Defense Against the Dark Arts. I'm also hosting a 50K giveaway for a Muggle Magic mystery box, and this is going to contain 5 just random items that I kind of handpicked that I've gotten in subscription boxes. So you could get things from Geek Gear, from Loot Crate, from Accio Box. But then on top of that, I'm including 2 items that are things that I created, and these are going to be 2 brand new projects that I have not released on my channel, and I will not release them until after the box is won and received. So if you're interested in that, all of those links are going to be in the description box below. And the featured comment for today, this comment was made on my Grim Teacup DIY. If you haven't seen that, you might want to check that out. But yeah, the comment is from Matthias Blursch, and I hope I pronounced your last name right. I'm pretty sure I did, but yeah. He says, Matthias says, another idea to get to know you better could be, instead of random facts, you could pick a question from the comments of the previous video about yourself and answer them. So yeah, I mean, there are only so many I can think of, so I can't really keep that going in every video. So yes, I will definitely do this. If you have a question for me about anything, about me, about my templates, about whatever, it doesn't matter, about graphic design, leave it in the comment section below and your comment could be featured. Anyways, he goes on to say, or better, every video, a question about you and a random fact about yourself, because today's fact was really funny and I do the same thing. It would be easier picking a comment that you guys actually have a question about, and I will try to come up with a new fact in every video. I can't make any promises, but I'll do my best. Anyways, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Remember, I get a lot of ideas for these DIYs that I do from your comments. So if you have an idea for something that you want to see me do in the future, definitely leave a comment below and let me know. If you're interested in seeing more DIY videos having to do with Harry Potter and more, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.